Hello everyone. If you saw my last video, you will know that I am in Mexico City. And if you haven't seen that video where I explore Zonamaco, the contemporary art fair, I will link that above as well as below. But Mexico City has, in my opinion, some of the best galleries in the world. And today I'm going to take you to a few, starting in this beautiful, beautiful neighborhood of Roma Norte, also one of my favorite neighborhoods. The first gallery we're going to visit is Maia Contemporary, which is nestled in this really beautiful building right across the street from a very famous Mexico City restaurant, and actually a few restaurants, but Rosetta is the one that I would highly recommend visiting if you're here. Maia Contemporary has an exhibit on view by Sabino Guisu, which is titled, "Where Have All the Gods Fled?" And this exhibit explores the question of how worldliness and religious sentiment can coexist in today's life. And it asks the overall question, can we have both views? So you might notice this sculpture of this one character throughout the exhibit, and this is where Sabino has reimagined a lightning god of the Zapotec civilization of southern Mexico. And he's done so in a modern, sort of toy-esque way that's very similar to a cause companion or a bear brick. And he's done this purposefully in order to go back to that question of, can we have both worldliness and religious sentiment? I was definitely not expecting to see David on our way to the next gallery, but it's a very cool fountain in the middle of this park. We're now at Travesía Cuatro, which is a gallery that's based here in Mexico City as well as Madrid and Guadalajara. And this is an exhibit by Donna Huanca, who's an American artist that lives and works in Berlin. And the exhibit consists of paintings and sculptures. I personally am obsessed with her paintings. These are actually digital prints that she then paints over with oil paint. And these rich colors that she uses are alluding to different types of rocks and minerals and just the natural processes overall. One thing that you can't pick up on in the video, of course, is that Donna Huanca incorporates smell into her installations as well. So this room actually smells like a wood-burning fire. It's absolutely mesmerizing. This video was filmed over the course of a few days while we were here in Mexico City. This is one of my favorite places to have breakfast. It's called Maia, and it's in the neighborhood of Condesa, so definitely check this out if you are here. I highly recommend getting the chilaquiles. We're now heading over to a small gallery that borders Parque Mexico called House of Gaga, and they have a space in LA as well. And this is an exhibit by Raul Guerrero, who is a Mexican-American artist based in California. He grew up 12 miles from Tijuana in San Diego, so he's always been inspired by his Mexican culture. And this exhibit is titled Historia y Leyendas de las Calles de Mexico, which illustrates or translates to history and legends of the streets of Mexico, which he has captured in these works. Of course, this video focuses on the art exhibits happening in Mexico City, but I wanted to take you on a little walk through Parque Mexico while we travel to our next gallery. Because honestly, the parks and just this overall abundance of greenery in Mexico City is one of my favorite things. It's just something we don't have in New York. And while this area of the park is empty right now, it is a weekday morning. It is usually full of people working out, playing with their dogs, doing yoga, and just hanging out. And I love that about city parks. It just brings everyone from the community together. Another thing I just love about Mexico City are the number of dogs. Mexico City is a very dog-friendly city. You will see them everywhere, and they are just so well trained. Most of them are off leash, and they're the best. So now we're going to head over to Machete Gallery, which is a small gallery on the border of the park with this really fantastic art bookstore above it. So we're going to go to both. This is an exhibit of works by the artist Artemio titled Decent Works. And Artemio's works are characterized, quote, by reflecting through humor and irony about power structures. And even the title of the exhibit, Decent Works, is a play on the title Recent Works, which is commonly used for, quote, desperate or orphaned works in the artist's practice, which can be found on the art market and that are displayed simply to fill a space in an institution's calendar. So he's definitely poking fun at sort of the mid-career artist trajectory and the art market space, and he's having a lot of fun with it. I found this exhibit quite enjoyable, found a lot of pieces that were very nostalgic as well. We're gonna go upstairs now to this incredible bookstore, which I believe translates to the House of Books. It's Librería, Casa, Bosques, which I really love popping into when I'm here because of their amazing inventory of art books and magazines, and they also have the best tote bags. The last tote bag I bought from here, I wore almost every day in 2020. We're now going to head back to Roma Norte to see two more galleries and some of, frankly, the two most exciting shows, starting with Karen Huber Gallery, which is one of my favorites to visit when I'm here. As I mentioned in my last video while visiting Zonamaco, Karen has such a talent for discovering emerging artists and just really guiding their careers. And I love this gallery space. You would never know that this sort of expansive, polished white space is up here. This is an exhibit titled Western Retreat by the Ghana-American artist Akwetey Orraca-Tetteh. And the curator, Fabiola Talavera, has written up a fantastic summary of the exhibit, starting overall, quote, "The works of Orraca-Tetteh question the idea of global luxury and leisure, which, exacerbated by social media, have homogenized the aspiration of a contemporary way of living while also remaining oblivious to the immediate realities of their surroundings." Quote, "Influenced by Orraca-Tetteh's relocation from New York to Mexico City, this body of work addresses the theme of an artificial paradise, both as a mental state of disassociation and as a perpetual search for well-being, while nevertheless simultaneously offering a critique of reality from its lavish lifestyles established in these territories by those coming from first world economies." This is the viewing room section of the gallery and has some of my favorite artists represented by the gallery, such as this work by the artist Andy Huberik. I also love this work by Lucia Vidales. She had a painting at Karen Huber's booth at Zonamaco as well. Back to the main exhibit. The title of this exhibit is Western Retreat, and it has a two-part meaning. One, on retreat, is thinking about a place of refuge where one can relax, and the other is the act of withdrawing troops from a lost battle. And this is all thinking about these recent times of crises where we're having to really reconsider, quote, whether current economic models are still pertinent, and is North America still going to be, the main power? This is the final exhibit of the day. We're at Galería Nordenhake to see an exhibit of works by Stanley Whitney. And this is the first time I'm visiting their new space, and it is absolutely stunning. It's just the best of Mexico City design, which I always know is going to be fantastic. And this is actually Stanley Whitney's first show in Mexico City. And if you're not familiar with him, Whitney is inspired by many things, but particularly jazz and the repetition in jazz music. And that's what's inspired the repetition in his works, and that's why you see this repeated square pattern. I hope you all enjoyed coming along with these incredible Mexico City galleries with me today. And this is actually not going to be the only video where I'm visiting Mexico City galleries. I have filmed another video where I explore neighborhoods like Polanco. And so please subscribe to my channel and turn on your notifications to get alerted for when that video will be out. But there were just so many amazing galleries. I couldn't fit everything into just one video. So definitely stay tuned for that.